It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Dolphins' superstar running back. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Dolphins and the 49ers, next on EA Sports.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go, baby.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Jameis to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. Dancing to his left. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Green. Steel, black. Red, cycle. Red.
The Lance going to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They'll look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Azeez Al-Shaair. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They just got to go seize it.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
Here we go. Here we go. Black shot.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. Lance and company going on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. A 1st down throw for Winston. Open net is Waddle, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. On 1st down, Lance. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage, as he's going to be taken down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Zone red. Red. Yellow. Ready?
Lance now on 1st down. Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
On the ball. On the ball. Ready.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Let's go now.
Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lance looks to throw again. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Lance to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, Winston. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here's Lance.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now Winston. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was a
no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 31, Lance. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Winston from the gun on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And they'll remain down by 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Jameis now on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
2nd and 6.
Now Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Winston now.
On target to his man, likely.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They go play action. Winston. His throw incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Winston on 3rd and 2.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Valentine now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Again, it's Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's go. Go set.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Drill. 52. Ready.
To try again after the sack. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
On the double. Hey, red. Black shot. Slide through. Hut, hut.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
On the ball.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Second down, here's Davis Price.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. On 2nd and 7, Winston, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Let's go now.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Hey, computer.
Drive starts with a run by Davis Price.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now.
Lance, he gets this one to Davis Price.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
22 needle.
On play action, Lance.
And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Red, yellow. Black ultra. Ready?
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Got his target, Samuel.
And he is going to have the Niners first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
Green jack. Needle blue. Broad red. Set.
Throwing now is Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here we go. 6, 7.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. This is McCaffrey on the give. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Ready up. Shot, 17. Little pressure. Classic, 6.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Lance with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lance going to try to throw for this.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 12. 2:16 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Here's Winston.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get... pass will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Winston finds his man over the middle. It's likely. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. Played.
Ready.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Jameis to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They go play action. Winston.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. Clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On play action, Winston.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Lance back to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So the victory here for San Francisco.